You might not realize it, but those daily coffees or streaming subscriptions could be costing you thousands each year. Daniel Kahneman, the Nobel laureate, identified cognitive biases that make small money feel less impactful. By the end of this, you will know exactly why your brain dismisses these costs and the one shift that changes it. In 2026, our lives are filled with microtransactions, apps, and easy one-click purchases. The lines between needs and wants have blurred, thanks to constant digital temptation. Have you ever looked at your bank statement and wondered where all your money went? It's a universal feeling, a quiet financial anxiety many of us carry. You buy things, small things, thinking they don't really count. But these aren't just minor costs. They often signal deeper emotional spending. This is about how your brain uses spending as a coping mechanism. It's what we call emotional debt, accumulated from filling an unseen void. Understanding this bias is the first step toward financial freedom. Let's start with the invisible debt trap. It's a concept that feels abstract until you see the numbers. Think about it. A coffee for $5, a new app for $10, a streaming service for $15. Individually, they feel insignificant, almost negligible. Yet these add up, silently draining your resources every single month. Your brain, through a bias called mental accounting, categorizes them as minor. It struggles to sum small, separate expenses into a significant total. This means you ignore the true cumulative impact on your wallet. The awareness shift here is simply recognizing the collective weight. In a minute, I want to show you where this gets really expensive. But first, let's explore why we're buying these things. It's often more than just wanting stuff. Many purchases attempt to fill an emotional void. Perhaps you feel stressed after work, bored on a weekend, or lonely. A quick online order or a takeout meal offers instant temporary comfort. It's a brief escape from uncomfortable feelings, a moment of relief. This mechanism isn't about logic. It's about primal urges for pleasure. The awareness shift. Before you buy, identify the emotion you're feeling. What void are you trying to fill? Now, let's talk about your brain on buying. Dopamine, our brain's reward chemical, plays a huge role. The anticipation of a purchase, the add to cart button, triggers its release. This creates a powerful feedback loop, a feel-good cycle. It's often not the item itself, but the act of acquiring it that's addictive. This explains why impulse purchases are so hard to resist. Remember that study I mentioned by Kahneman? Here is why it matters to your savings account. Present bias. Your brain prioritizes immediate gratification over future benefits. The awareness shift here involves building a pause into your spending. A 24-hour rule for non-essential buys can work wonders. Now let's consider the small spends and their big impact. Think of streaming services you barely watch, or those app subscriptions. Maybe it's the constant fast casual lunch during a busy week. Individually, they are pocket change. Collectively, a significant outflow. A $15 subscription for 5 years is $900. 3 of those, suddenly you're at nearly $3,000. This is how invisible debt quietly accumulates without your notice. The counterintuitive idea: small costs are more dangerous precisely because they're small. They escape your cognitive radar. The awareness shift. Mentally project the cost of a small habit over a year or 5. What happens next is the part most people never figure out. Let's uncover the true cost of coping. Spending to alleviate stress or boredom often creates more stress. It's a cruel paradox. You buy something to feel better, then worry about the money you spent. Researchers like George Lowenstein have shown this hot-cold empathy gap. When you're in an emotional hot state, you can't predict your cold rational self. You prioritize immediate relief, ignoring future consequences. The awareness shift. Recognize that buying is a temporary balm, not a solution. It leaves the root emotional issue unaddressed. So how do you unmask your own patterns? This isn't about self-criticism, but self-discovery. Start by tracking your expenses, not just the amounts, but your feelings too. Before a purchase, ask yourself, what emotion am I trying to satisfy? Is it boredom, stress, a need for novelty? This simple question can disrupt the automated emotional spending loop. It creates a conscious moment for intervention. The awareness shift. Practice mindful spending, making decisions with intent. Finally, let's think about building true financial resilience. This means finding healthier ways to meet those emotional needs. Instead of buying, perhaps take a walk, call a friend, or learn a new skill. These activities provide real, lasting satisfaction without financial cost. Control over your money starts with control over your mind. Emotional spending isn't a moral failing, it's a deeply human response, but the invisible debt it creates impacts your peace of mind. Your one powerful shift is to approach your spending with curiosity, not judgment, by asking, "Why am I about to buy this?" This simple question unmasks the true drivers of your financial choices, leading to a richer, more intentional life where your money aligns with your deepest values. What does your spending truly say about what you need?